The other day I'm at work and there's this guy and he's telling me this story. It was about this guy was in an interview with a corporation and the corporation was looking to hire him. So everything was looking great. Interview was going well. And right at the end, it looked like he had gotten the job. It looked like he had sank his teeth right into that interview. And at the very end, the corporation looked at the guy and they said, would you prefer to fly first class or should we send a jet? And this man was so taken aback, he was like, he stammered all over the place, and eventually he goes, you know, whatever is fine. And they did whatever. And then this man left this interview, went back to his hotel or apartment or whatever, and went to the bathroom. And he looked himself in the mirror, and for a long time would just repeat to himself, do you want to fly first class or should we send the jet? Do you want to fly first class or should we send the jet? Over and over again. Looking at himself in the mirror that whole time. I've never been asked that. I'm sure this guy's never been asked that. So he repeated it to himself and he learned. He taught himself so that when that next job interview came around, he sat there and at the end of the interview process, when he knew that he had this job, that the company was very interested, he asked them, are you gonna fly me first class or are you gonna send the jet? This time the corporation was like, yeah, is first class okay? And he said, that's great. But this man no longer flew economy because he always asked that question to any corporation. Point of the story, I think, that the man was telling me was to know your self-worth. So for me, I'm trying to do photo and video, and I'm just learning, getting the hang of it. So it got me thinking about success. So today I asked myself, how do we define success? Especially in 2023, it's hard. It's hard to be an adult, it's hard to live, it's hard to make a living. How do we define success in that type of world? I feel like when most people, including myself, hear success, they're thinking about their job or their bank account, or they're thinking when they're about to turn 30, like I'm about to, what have I done with my life? You know, have I had success in anything? You know, where I'm at in my life? And that is a very hard question to answer. We can't really define success because it's different for different people. So success for this corporation guy was flying first class, getting this job, making lots of money. But success for other people, you know, your more average Joes, it could be anything from waking up in the morning without hitting the snooze button 6 times, or your smiling waiter down at your local Applebee's getting that nice tip that night, or somebody who's looking to just lose a couple pounds to get their health back on track. How do we define success? It depends on who you are and what you care about. As you can see today, I am trying to make a tower of cards. I saw this video of this guy doing it and he was like a world record holder and it was crazy. And I was like, you know what, I've never even tried that. So here I am, trying it. These are like little A-frames, I think they're called, and they're supposed to be your base, your foundation of the house of cards. And boy, is this hard. Today, I'm defining success as making this video and trying to build a house of cards. But you see, that's the problem. I'm defining success as building a house of cards. As people define success as getting that big job or making that big money or losing 30 pounds or getting married. Except if that's how we define success, then me making this and doing 4 in a row, is that not success? Because that's not a house of cards? Even though 10 minutes ago, I couldn't do that. Look how fast I just did that one. That was crazy. Wow. So for me, I'm trying to step into photo and video, and I look at YouTubers, these photographers that are so great, so amazing, that inspire me. And instead of just taking inspiration from them and seeing what they do and trying it out for myself, I look at them and I say, I'll never be that successful. which is crazy because I haven't put in nearly the amount of work as all those guys have, like building a house of cards. They've built a foundation, they've built the next layer, and they've gone to the top, and I'm still here building a foundation. So comparing myself to them is going to be my biggest downfall, because success isn't just the end game. It isn't just being a big-time YouTuber. It isn't just nailing that perfect client. It isn't just losing 30 pounds. It isn't just hiking up that mountaintop. Success is also learning your camera, eating healthy on a Monday. It's also making a video that I've put off, coming up with every excuse not to do one, because I'm either not good enough, or I'm too busy, or I've got too much things going on. But you gotta build a foundation, because you can't just go right to the top. You need layers, you need to learn. If your goal is hiking up that big mountain, start small. Hit the trails on the weekend, get those miles in. You'll get used to it, and you'll wanna grow. If you define success as getting married, starting a family, you're not just gonna have a perfect marriage. You're just not gonna have perfect kids. You're not gonna have perfect days all the time, right? So success is all these days of us learning and adapting and growing. Like a house of cards, you need to build communication and trust. If you wanna make money, you're just gonna have money one day. Tomorrow, you put $250 into your savings account. I would define that as success, because yesterday you didn't have $250. So how do we define success? Define what success means to you. Second, take that goal, what you believe is success, break it down one step at a time, because success isn't going to come overnight. You have to work on it, earn it. You're trying to lose weight, you have an apple as a snack instead of a Nutter Butter. Success. You're trying to become a YouTuber. Instead of getting paralyzed with thought about what you should make a video about, click the record button, build a house of cards. So we figure out what we define as success, break it down into little steps, and then one step at a time, each day, put our mind to it, and we'll have some success. Something as easy as building a house of cards. Foundation towards something else. Every day, we work towards something, we build it, we try to become better, kinder, bettering ourselves, learning, and one day, that big success that you've been dreaming about, it will either come or it'll lead you to something else. For me today, I made this. It's not gonna change the world, but I made that. Tell me in the comments below what you define as success and how you're gonna get there, one step at a time. Because I believe in me, and I believe in you.